right, you guys, after the smoke has cleared and the dust has settled, we're going to talk about Trey Lance possibly being traded to the Minnesota Vikings, because I definitely think that that's something that can happen with Trey Lance if the 49ers want to do so. Now, we know that the 49ers a couple seasons ago gave away a lot of first round and traded up a lot of first round picks to be able to get quarterback Trey Lance, but they did not know that Brock Purdy was going to play as well as he played. He ended up winning a lot of games last season for the 49ers, but ultimately at the end ended up getting hurt. And now we bring the season in review right now, and pretty much we're bringing it up to speed. And right now, Trey Lance is the third quarterback on the San Francisco 49ers. Now, being demoted from being a starting and the franchise quarterback to all the way to taking a back seat to be the number 3 quarterback, and being, especially with Sam Darnold and all the stuff that he went through with the Jets and also with the Panthers, and Sam Darnold outbeating you and outplaying you to be the number 2 quarterback, that has to be a tough feeling for Trey Lance, because pretty much this franchise was supposed to be given to him. After Jimmy G had left, he was going to take the keys and run with it. But right now, Brock Purdy, he just played outstanding, man. And I got to give Brock Purdy his props. Definitely, he came in as the last player taken in the draft and came in and just played excellent, ran the offense the way it was supposed to be ran, and the team played really, really well. And there's nothing that you can do about it or say about it. But now we bring the season up to speed, and pretty much Trey Lance is out of a starting job and pretty much been demoted to the third quarterback. So San Francisco has pretty much put it out there that they would love to trade. And then at the same time, they're saying that they want to keep him. So I don't really think that they know really what they want to do. But at the end of the day, man, this dude is still a talented quarterback. He came out his freshman year, I believe, or freshman, what is that, red shirt year or whatever. He came out really early. So I think if Trey Lance was in college still, he probably would be in his junior season, or he would be a senior or something like that. He's still young. The kid is still young. And I think the Minnesota Vikings would be an ultimate destination and landing spot for Trey Lance to continue his talents, because pretty much Minnesota has not been able to get over the hump with Kirk Cousins. And I think that Trey Lance, by him still being young, there's still an opportunity for him to still get better. There is an opportunity for Trey Lance to continue his career and further his career, but it may not be in San Francisco anymore. You know, when you go through a situation like what Trey Lance did, ended up getting hurt last year, and ultimately at the end of the day, Brock Purdy, it's kind of crazy how the San Francisco quarterback situation was last season. Trey Lance gets hurt in the Bears game, goes down for the remainder of the season. Jimmy G gets the keys because, it was a lot of stuff with whether or not they were going to trade Jimmy G. And then Jimmy G gets hurt, and then Brock Purdy number gets called. And then Brock Purdy starts winning all of these games. And now you have a situation where you have to make a choice on who's going to be the starting quarterback going forth. And I know that's probably one of the toughest decisions that the 49ers had to make in keeping Brock Purdy at the starting quarterback position, because of what he's being paid to what Trey Lance is being paid. But at the same time, I still think that Trey Lance still has a lot in the tank. He's still young, and he still can develop to be a good quarterback in the National Football League. I'm not going to say just because the situation didn't pan out right that his career is over. But definitely it looks like he just probably needed some time to be seasoned and sit down for a minute. So we're going to see, man, if the 49ers are serious about trading Trey Lance and giving him an opportunity to go somewhere else. And I think the best landing spot would be for him to go back to Minnesota. He's from Minnesota, and I'm pretty sure the people there would love to have Trey Lance as a quarterback in Minnesota. I think that Kirk Cousins, he probably has taken the team as far as that he can go. He's been solid for them, but at the same time, he's not produced in a way that has gotten Minnesota over the hump. Minnesota won the division title last season, but at the same time, they was easily bounced out of the playoffs. So Trey Lance, man, I don't think that the books are done being written on him. I think that this kid still can go to another team, and eventually, it may take that. It may take being into a new atmosphere and a new scenery for him. But we'll see, man, what the 49ers will do with Trey Lance. But at the end of the day, man, this kid still has talent, and he's still young. And I think that there's still a lot of things that you could do with Trey Lance to build him up and not tear him down. All right, you guys, make sure you subscribe to the Keeping It Raw podcast, and I'll be back to you soon with another video. I'm out of here. Peace.